2011 Encampment.
You see the little one in the second row, probably?
I got it. It's in there somewhere.
Welcome to the 2011 Rhode Island Wing Encampment graduation ceremony. My name is Cadet Major Brian P. Galligan. I'm the cadet commander. And we're going to start off by showing you a video that one of our support staff made.
today's events. Everyone please rise for the entrance of the exec staff.
The man lacked in money, he made up for it in talent. He was very talented with carpentry and electrical work, and plumbing and that type of thing. So the rich man said to the poor man, I want to help you. I want you to build me a house. I'll pay you good money for this house. Use the finest materials. Don't skimp on anything. And I'll cut you a check for all the expenses on top of your pay. So the poor man got to work, and he started working long weeks, putting in endless hours, buying the finest materials, and started constructing this house. After a while, he realizes that the rich man isn't really keeping track of what he's doing. So he starts to use cheaper materials. 50-hour work weeks turn into 30-hour work weeks, but the revenue that he's bringing in doesn't change. Finally, the house is completed. And the poor man goes to the rich man to present him with the keys. And the rich man says, well, wait a minute, I want a tour. So they go on a tour of the house, and the poor man is petrified the whole time that the rich man is going to figure out that he had skimped and cut some corners. So just as the tour of the house is finally over, the poor man hands the rich man his keys and goes to dash down the driveway to leave. And the rich man calls to him, oh, wait a minute. And the poor man turns around, nervous that he's been caught. And the rich man holds out the keys and says, here are the keys to your house. I knew that you couldn't afford to buy one of your own, so I thought that this would be a good way that I could help you. You see, my friends, only he who knows the house knows the quality of its foundation. And it's the quality of the foundation that will determine the stability of that house. How the house will sustain the wind, the storms, and the nastiness that life sometimes throws its way. When I was in seminary, I was stationed at a parish called Blessed Sacrament. And the motto of the school was, Spes mises in semine, which in English means, the hope of the harvest is in the seed. The foundation this week has been laid. The seed was sown. What has happened here this week is only the beginning. The beginning of something that can be incredible. If the foundation was laid right, which only the builder knows, and if the seed is tended to. And so we pray. Good and gracious God, today all of creation waits with eager anticipation for the resurrection of your Son and the fulfillment of your promise of new life. Bless these sons and daughters of yours, who in these last 7 days have discovered a newness of life of their own. They have learned about honesty and integrity, leadership and honor, valor and justice. As they return to their communities, may they never forget the experience they had this week. And like the apostles, may their hearts continue to burn with passion, dedication, and fidelity to this great nation over which you have given us charge. May the faith you have put in us be as well placed as the faith we have put in you, who lives and reigns with the risen Christ forever and ever. Amen. Looks like that. Okay.
If I understand Major Repose in my aerospace education correctly, a spiral galaxy has a black hole at its center, and in that, an event horizon. And around that swirls a multitude of stars, and around them, a multitude of planets. And the galaxy spins through space as an entire unit. An encampment can be a spiral galaxy with curved bands of stars rotating around their center of gravity. And in my dictionary, there are 37 different definitions for the word service. And they all center around the idea of performance of duties or work for another. Helpful, professional activity. When I look at the spiral galaxy, I see those bands of stars as symbols for arcs of volunteer service. In one of the bands, I see the first time of cadets. There are many bright spots that have not yet clearly formed into a specific band. They come here to prepare themselves for the future of volunteer service. Some will volunteer to serve their country. Some will volunteer to serve their church, or Scouts, or Little League, or other organizations in which their family is involved. For some, it will be a lifetime of service to their community, state, and nation through CAP. And for the lucky, it will start next year with volunteer service back here, professionally performing duties that are helpful to another. But all of them will have their trajectory through life and space significantly influenced by their week here at the Galaxy of the 2010 Barnum Encampment. In the other arm, I see the staff, who gave up a week's vacation, a week's pay, and a lot of sleep to provide professional volunteer service. I see the seniors and the cadet staff as the stars, which race through space and time on their organized and coordinated band. Around each of the stars is a galaxy that circles in the galaxy circles a solar system. Here at Barnum, that's also true. Around Lieutenant Lannon orbits the KP crew. And around Mr. Potts tracks the DMAT team. Around Flight Officer McGarry, the support people circle. And around the flight commanders rotate their flights. Some of those stars stand out more than others, but without all of them, the galaxy would be incomplete and the path through the universe altered. A spiral galaxy has at its center a black hole around which it revolves. An encampment has people at its center. In contrast, what Dan was telling me, I'm not suggesting that Captain Capignon is a little dense. What I am saying is that he has gravity, and that people of quality are drawn to him. Individuals like Lieutenant Canuel, Lieutenant Dextrator, and Lieutenant Casey swirl around him in a blaze of activity. At its center, he guides the galaxy through its appointed path on its appointed schedule. A galaxy also has a center in space. In this case, live. Forever in this place, your friends will not age, lose hair, or pass away. Here, you will always run fast, laugh hard, and the feeling of being so tired will always feel so good. Here at Barnum, an entire spiral galaxy will fit into your hearts.
The Colonel just gave, but after a long week, I do feel just a bit dense. Yes, we made a lot of runs this week with the local fire department, and Colonel, we will be getting that bill soon in the mail. I do want to welcome Colonel Cooper, Lieutenant Colonel Al Lamont, officers, staff, and clergy, family, friends, and of course, our graduating cadets right here right now. I want to welcome you all to Camp Bottom. This has been quite the exciting week. I mentioned to you all earlier that our basic cadets have worked extremely hard. They've put a lot of effort in, and I have to say, parents, you should be very, very, very proud of them. Very proud. When Robert Kennedy was on the campaign trail to secure on the campaign, one thing that he always quoted was, some men see things as they are and say why. I dream to say things and say why not. This week we all learned the answers to a lot of those whys, the details of military life, making up bunks, learning the manner of wearing various uniforms, and we all know how I like to do my checks. Military protocols, and the list goes on. 1 week ago, these young men and women came together with a great deal of anxiety, apprehension, and in some cases, outright fear. The anxiety has been replaced with the confidence you see here today, the fear replaced with strength, and the apprehension is no longer. They today leave stronger, fearless, and confident of what they came here to learn and to experience. As Major Galligan said to all of you yesterday, pinning on your insignias for the first time this week, While your friends choose to stay home playing Xbox, you choose to attend this encampment. You choose to serve your country, you choose to grow, and you choose to become a part of a team. You can all be proud of what you accomplished here this week. The courses were tough, the training constant, the pain intense, and at times, but you feel better for it today. You are now part of the greatest team in New England, the Civil Air Patrol Rhode Island Wing. My observations of these cadets this week, I've been impressed. It is one that I've been amazed with. Their strength to lead, their strength to go on. A lot of them have faced their fears this week and have surprised myself and my exec staff. And throughout the week, like I said, facing their fears and challenges and learning to put service before self. Our cadets have proven themselves to be determined and will of iron. I congratulate all of you here today. I salute all of you. And as I return you to your homes, to your lives that will be forever changed, a life now dedicated to your country. As you walk through the gates of Camp Bottom, I hope you will look back and remember your time here, and the important impact you have made on each other, my staff, and most importantly, myself. I have one request to make from all of you and from your parents. That you continue to answer the why nots, and you dream of things that can be. I've enjoyed my time as your commander this week, and I wish you all the best for the future. Thank you all very much. I'm proud of all of you. You've done an outstanding job. One of the best cadets I've seen so far. And your parents, again, I am very, very impressed with all of them. Thank you again. Thank you.
I'd like to start just by telling you a little bit about me and my position. I am Cadet Major Galligan. I suppose this is like the third time we've said that. But I've been the cadet commander for the entire week, which is essentially the same as the commanding officer of any group, except you can make any decision you want, as long as it's the right decision. If it's a wrong decision, you have to get it checked by the senior staff. So, when you look at these cadets, you see them in the Air Force Saddle uniforms. They're in civilian. You can tell that they've made the decision to serve their country. And that is a very admirable thing. Something that is not as apparent when you see these uniforms is what they've done for themselves by coming to this encampment. And whether they know it or not, this is very important and will shape them for the rest of their lives. In Civil Air Patrol, I don't know how much you know about the program. We have core values of respect, integrity, volunteer service, and excellence in all we do. This week, these values have been stressed with these cadets before you. And trust me, they know. 6 days ago, they walked on base, 41 of them. And I told this to them yesterday. They walked on base in their civvies. They were not wearing any uniforms. They did not know what they were doing in these. They knew some information from their squadrons, but many of these cadets needed some further guidance. And none of them had been to a camp before, except for one, Cadet Roy. Congratulations and thank you. Later that day, a few hours later, they put on their uniforms for the first time. They were not allowed to wear their insignia. There was no such thing as a Cadet Master Sergeant or Cadet Airman First Class. They were all basics. We spent the week teaching them how to be proper and full-fledged Civil Air Patrol cadets. Starting on Monday, we got the most intense day out of the way. We had many cadets who didn't want to stick it out for the week, but they stuck with it. And by the end of the week, every single cadet before you was glad they did it, glad they came, and so exuberant of everything we learned. And I know this because I spoke with them. Yesterday, at lunchtime, we had a special formation, and we were allowed to pin on their insignias, and they became full-fledged cadets in the program. This was very meaningful, and it's something that they should all be proud of themselves. More than that, it's also something that you should be proud of them for. It is not easy to complete a basic encampment, and not everyone is able to do it. It's very stressful, it's very intense, and these cadets before you are the successful ones. We had a lot of fun this week, we learned a lot, and I think we all had a generally very positive experience. They say all good things must end. I tend to disagree with that. I'm not saying we're staying another week, you can have your cadets back. What I'm saying is that the lessons learned here this week are going to be taken back to these cadets' home squadrons, these cadets' home wings, and also to their actual homes. When they go home, they can make their own beds. They know how to make beautiful hospital quarters all the way through. Bounce a quarter off of their bed. That will last for about a week and a half. Seriously though, these cadets have given everything to this program, and in turn, they've gotten everything back. This encampment has opened doors for them as far as National Cadet Special Activities, receiving their cadet commission, and in the end, just being better people all around. Not all things come to an end. It is the legacy and inspiration that we leave behind. In the words of John F. Kennedy, the torch has been passed to a new generation.
All cadets present in camp for First Sergeant. Mark 2, report.
Private reports, all cadets present in camp for First Sergeant.
Report, all cadets present and accountable. Sergeant.
Reports, all cadets present in camp for sir.
Mark reports, all cadets present in camp for sir.
Officers, center!
Group reports, all cadets present and accounted for, sir. Publish the orders.
Attention to orders! The first award is the Warrior Flight Award. This award goes to the most motivated flight in the encampment. This flight made themselves heard everywhere and went on base from the mess hall to the barracks. The Warrior Flight Award for this year goes to Bravo. The Bravo Flight Commander, Cadet Master Sergeant Peter Cassiani, will accept the award. The Bravo Flight Sergeant is Cadet Technical Sergeant Michael LaPorte, and the Bravo Flight includes Cadet Chase Allen, Erik Carlson, Neil Kokorin, Daniel Eastham, Kelly Gloracki, Jonathan Lake, Noel Miranda, John Rogowski, Andrew Viscotti, Anthony Smythe, and Brandon Slaney. The next award being presented today is the Honor Flight Award. This flight must distinguish themselves from all other flights in every measure. To displaying the requires discipline, integrity, and motivation, this cadet must be a leader. The Honor Cadet leads by example and is able to not only perform well, but assist those around him in doing the same. This year's Honor Cadet is Cadet Senior Airman Zachary Dickinson. However, exhibits outstanding leadership among his cadets. He has unquestioning and respectful and successful followers who respect his authority and knowledge. This year's Honor Cadet staff member is Cadet Technical Sergeant Logan Casey.
Present. Up. Order. Order. Up. Move. Quadrant dismissed.
No, but don't you all come at the same time? I know, I haven't been through that all. I'm glad you did that. Okay, see on staff next year. Yeah, she said invite me. I'll come. No problem.
Yes, it's your first one.
We're stopping for
Doing all right? Look like you lost weight. We didn't teach you. Want to grab the bag? It's right there.